Just like the every other day, I'm trying to stream more. So even if we don't do much today, I just want to play. Um, Had a long ass day and kind of just want to play some video games, and I'm just so sick of everything. I'm sick of everything. I hate my life. I just do. I don't have a life. I killed her. Um, Anywho, just gonna slowly progress this project. Once we finish this corner, the idea is to do the middle. I want to do, it's essentially going to be like a glacier with a large beacon of light coming out of the ground. And in the glacier is going to be a bunch of dead trees. Um, but it's essentially, I'm thinking like a mini little forest of like using fence posts and other different small wood types to do small tiny trees, and then a bit of a glacier covered in ice, and then make a small cave to the middle. And I think the forest is going to be much bigger. I don't fully know if I want to do no ice or not, but I feel like no ice would look better. I might actually be right about that. No ice would look better. Um, we'll see. Not too sure how I want to do it just yet. Um, but we do the massive beam of light going into the sky. This beam of light is probably going to be made using um, frog lights, or honestly, most likely instead of frog lights, probably it's just going to end up being sea lanterns. I think that might be easier, especially to like collect. Um, I just I really wish I had the motivation to work on this world. I think the issue is because I play kind of so little, when I do eventually play, um, I feel like I've wasted time, you know, like I could have, imagine how much progress I could have made if I played a lot more this last year. I finished this hole in roughly, I think, October of 24. So I have had almost 12 months to make any sort of progress on this project, and I just haven't. And it's getting to the point where I feel like I've wasted an incredible amount of time. I could have kept playing, I just didn't. Um, so the goal is to start trying more. The issue is it's just not that easy sometimes. I'm gonna open up Legend of Korra really quick, just the episode, and I want to see. It's like all the ice is melted away immediately. From the beam of light. I feel like the ice would look cool, but the trees would look better. Because if the spirit portal is coming out of the ground, the trees would have melted away. Or the ice would have melted away. I also think, like, unironically, the trees would look better. So what I'll probably do is like a glowing orb with a nether portal inside, and then just the trees surrounding the area. And then you kind of come out into the forest and you walk out facing this way. I feel like that'd be cool. But we got a lot of work before I want to do that. Actually, we don't have that much work before I'm going to try that, but we still have a decent amount. I am probably going to use dark oak, which luckily enough we have a crap ton of, and even if I didn't have a crap ton of it, it's not that hard to get a decent amount. I have a shit ton of spruce wood as well, so I have a lot of these dark colors, which is super helpful. My only issue with the build currently is, unironically, just how flat everything is. I don't like how flat, like, you look this way, it's just a void. But, like, imagine I make another mountain beside it, it's going to look really bad. So we're going to have to make a lot of mini hills and try to make this thing more of a bunch of mini valleys. But I think, honestly, once I get the hang of building these mountains, and not only in the sense of just constructing them, but making a lot of them, I think it'll become easier. And once I also start constructing like Wolf Cove and the Southern Watertribe, those places will be not only fun enough to make, where I feel creative, if I do them well. Imagine making a mountain while looking down at the vast city that you created. I feel like that'd be really awesome. I'm incredibly excited to test my building abilities in that way. It's going to be quite difficult. Like, I'm going to learn a lot about not only myself as a player, but more in the sense of how I tackle massive builds in the future. But I have a few ideas on how to do them efficiently. The first one is, I believe, if I try and outline where every single building will go, it might end up looking a little bit better, even if I have to end up destroying every single little piece of outlining I end up doing. It might be better overall to try that way. Fix that there. We're getting quite close on this corner. But I'm going to learn a lot about myself over the project. I really want to try to get it done by New Year's. Tomorrow, I have a lot of stuff I want to try to do, but I don't know if I'm going to do it all. I believe today I would kind of just like to make the beacon. And then after the beacon is, I want to create I can create the forest, and I can create the beacon light, but I don't know if I want to do, not the beacon light, but like the actual beacon. I don't know if I want to do the actual northern lights. I say northern lights, we're in the South Pole, the southern lights. It's actually what the episode is called, which I think is awesome that I'm making them. But I want to create a guardian farm, not only for XP, but just for these sea lanterns. I also just think the XP is more important in a way that it needs to be accommodating for both. And realistically, I'll probably need a shulker box of sea lanterns. Even if I make some, I have seen some really bad farms and they just provide more than enough. Luckily enough, the northern Watertribe that I want to build, which even if we ever get to that portion of the map, that part of the world, as far away as it is, it should not be too hard to do. Once we finish this southern spirit portal, I want to work on Wolf Cove. It'll go right over there. I am then thinking of working on the Watertribe compound that goes in that corner. I want to work on the Southern Watertribe after that. The only difference with that part is I need to outline where the mountain is at least going to go. I don't need to construct it, but the mountain needs to be there first, because the Southern Watertribe essentially kind of goes like this, or maybe more like this. It's a big C shape, and it would go all there with a huge mountain in the back. And then the Wolf Cove will go here. Aang's iceberg. Zuko's ship could go here. The compound there. And then there's a mountain range that goes there for sure. And maybe there's some more stuff from the comic books we could create. I'll have to take and do a lot of research, but it's getting to the point where I'm almost like running out of stuff in my head to create. I am excited though. There's a lot of work ahead, but it should be fine. But an hour a day, if I can at least stick to that, that's 138 hours before New Year's. If I can even a couple days do a little bit more, maybe double or triple that number, just because I want to play that day, I think that this project, I got it in the bag at that point. That wandering trader's been there a while. I'm surprised he hasn't despawned. This soundtrack I'm listening to, as much as it sounds like the cheapest thing I could find, which if you realistically think about it, it kinda is. I played this copyright-free Avatar themed lo-fi music literally a month or two into streaming. I can't remember the exact stream, but like I was using it every time, and it used to literally only be an hour long. I used to only have an hour of it. Pitch black it is down here. Jeez. I want to make the spirit portal in this area. Place the beacon here. Might want to drain it, I'm not too sure. I'm thinking of either doing a 2x2 beacon or just a regular one single beacon. I'm still debating. A 2x2 beacon would give me more effects and would be a bigger beam, but they're not connected. And that's kind of like an issue. How am I supposed to, you know, have a beam of light going from this in the sky that isn't connected? But I'm so close to done this side. When we finish this side, we will go back to my chest room, my glorious chest room. And we will go grab a couple stacks, maybe like a shulker box. Maybe a shulker box of dark oak. I don't know. I feel like spruce might be a better color. It's like dark wood. so dark in here, it's actually crazy. Not as many drown, at least the one time. I remember I was playing and I was just constantly fighting trident drowns. So annoying. I won't know until I build more here, but I don't mind this mountain, and I don't mind this from a distance. And like, if I turn on my, I need to maybe get a different shader pack. I don't know if I have any installed. I'm using super duper vanilla. Let's try silver. It's a bit hard, but I like it a lot better. The iron blocks no longer are very shiny. It's the rain though, it's not really helping the image quality. So let's sleep, it'll get rid of the rain and it'll make it daytime, make it easier to see. I don't know how I feel. I think I like it. The issue is none of my original viewers ever watch me anymore. So I ain't got a clue on how I feel about it. I don't got a clue. Whoa, that looks cool though. Why is there a beam of light here? About to be like, oh. Oh, it's coming from the sky. That's the beam of light. Look at that god ray. That's cool. Oh my god. Flashbang. Good
night.
Good night.
Love you.
I love you too. Something I have been considering doing, which I'm not quite sure about yet, is I've been considering draining the water. It's a huge undertaking because it's such a mess down there. But I think it would be really cool for the overall effect of the whole build. Do I have any other shaders? How does Kappa look? I remember Kappa being very bright, but also very dark. I think Kappa looks the best, but it also runs the worst. So it's best for maybe screenshots. Let's head back to Silder's, because look how quick that swaps. It's just an instant change. Silder runs really well. Here we go. The first left side is completed. Take a nice screenshot of that. Let's go empty my inventory. We'll continue the right side sometime, which has this little guy. And a cat, actually. This cat is from the village that used to be here, which is completely gone. And below him is this guy and this guy. I think they're all called gremlins. Oh no, they're called goonies. I thought they were called gremlins. A lot of animals down here too. Maybe I'll give him a home in this build somewhere. Trapped in ice would be kind of cool. The only issue is getting him out of the boat without killing him. I believe he is my only skeleton, so it's a bit risky. No, I'm falling down. Okay. Oh, these shaders run a lot better in the Nether. Like, I can actually see. So this is my dark oak supply. I have a large amount. Not as much as spruce. I'll be completely real, but it's not a problem. The one thing I actually want to see is what fences... I want to see a few things together. So, if, like, this could be a tree, right? And I just want to see... I don't like that color matchup with these two. Like, imagine I did... like this. Or something. And then I had like branches. Like they're all dead trees is what I'm trying to create. And I don't know if I like the look of dark oak. Let's try spruce, which we might even have everything. And like, this is essentially a stripped log, so it's fine. But like this matches way better, in my opinion, visually. Although I don't know if I should even... I just want to look up an example. The issue is with these images. So the spirit portal is surrounded by trees. The trees aren't dead though. Maybe we can go... and grow a certain amount of these. Oh no, I don't want to grow them and then chop them. That wouldn't make sense. Because then I couldn't get more saplings. I could go to one of those biomes, get a lot of those leaves. Just gonna look up some examples. Hmm. I think I like spruce the most, so we'll take spruce. We'll just put this back in. We'll take a shulker box of spruce logs and a shulker box of oak logs. And we'll put those here. And we're gonna go into the overworld. I kind of want to take a look at the leaves first, though. And just look at the different types. So we have a lot of oak and... we have a lot of oak and birch, but I don't think those will look good in the map. I unironically think, excuse me, that I will have to get the new oak type, pale wood, pale oak. I think that would look best. The only issue I have with that is it's pretty far away from spawn. I'm not quite sure, like, unironically, how much I'm gonna need. We're gonna do a quick, we'll despawn everything really quickly. It should be fine. I'm gonna do a couple tests here. I'm gonna try a couple dead trees, because essentially, the way it looks in Avatar is, and the best image I have, it's kind of like a straight path up to it, and it's surrounded by lights. So like if I put, so the light I want to come from the spirit portal will be here. I'll cover the ground in ice and create a glowing ball below. And then through that glowing ball will be the big beam of light. And I want the outside to be trees here. Let's just do a test tree today. Don't know if I like that. Okay, let's try a different tree. Let's make a 2x2 here. And then we'll kind of do like that. That there. Do a branch going this way. I like the thicker tree, but I don't love how thick it is. You know what I mean? I like this. I really do. And then cover the top with a little bit of leaves and a little bit on the branch. and then just make like 30 of those. I don't like this one. It's too skinny. It's too long. Now I'm wondering if I take no, don't like. Change my mind. So we'll do a bunch of 2x2s in a circle. And where I want the trees. Oh, I'm upset with myself. I think all the beacons... Oh no, I have them. Okay. I have some. Oh, okay. They're there. I won't take this one then. Actually crazy to me I set this up before drowning. But I don't fully know which setting I want, so we're gonna go back down. Want some light blue glass, I think, for that light. I should also get some... There is not many pale gardens on this world. Oh my god. There's so little. Um, Closest pale garden, which I might have already been to, is about 4,000 blocks away. It's not horrible. Like, realistically, I can make it there pretty decently. It's still quite far. I don't know how I feel about the trees, but I think once more of them are in, it might not look horrible. Let's do this. Oops. Let's try that. That's gonna be it for me, though. It's been just over an hour. I am quite tired. I want to work more on these tomorrow, especially maybe even off camera. I go get that pale garden. Go to that pale garden map. Run to the map and then just get some leaves. With those leaves, we'll put them on top of the trees when they're all done. I think the dark gray / white tone from them will look really well. Will look really good on top of here. I might have some leaves, but I don't think I have enough. Not even nearly to do the project, so that's it for me. Bye. I'll be live tomorrow for another hour.